Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to continue on our NaNoWriMo writing quest. And again, I'm going to be using the Gift of Virtue Clarity Pack to help us deliver some themes that you can use in your writing to help you get started on building a side quest or filling out a character, or perhaps just having one of those catastrophic moments where you actually pull out the rug from underneath a character to make them move, to make them do something else, to change their motivation, to change everything about what they're doing so that you can build the momentum. This might be a place where one of those secondary characters actually has to step up and become a primary character because the primary character can't do it anymore. And so let's talk about some themes. Innovation. So that's going to be a theme for today. Independence is another theme for today. And solidity. Ooh, very nice. So one of the things that we can look at these for is not necessarily just the theme of independence, right? That's a theme. But we can also look at character traits of solidity and innovation, right? Now, if you have a character who's always innovative, the one that always just answers the question, that's boring. If you've ever been in a class and there was the A student who always just said, I know the answer, yawn, it's always those moments where the person who doesn't know the answer usually gives the answer. And so when we're looking at a story, you might want to start having people who you don't expect to own the answer to have the answer. All the superhero moments, all the superhero shows on the CW have had these moments where the weird person, the one that you wouldn't expect to answer the question right, answers the question right without even knowing it, or may have the answer, or may have a plan. And so build innovation, but build innovation in the people that you don't expect it to come from. And solidity. This is fortitude or strength. This has to come from a place of a lack. So when you're talking about fortitude and strength, it always has to be countered by someone who's not. And so we've all seen these stories where, and this is usually in a very traditional sense, old school sense, is the housewife who's like defeated by her husband and can't do anything, suddenly finding the strength and fortitude to just tell him, we raised our kids, I did my job, this isn't working for me, and I have to do my own stuff. I'm 42 years old, I don't have time anymore to wait and to wait on you. And so let's go. So thank you for playing, but I filed. So thank you. To find that fortitude and strength, to have that type of character where the meek become strong, that is something that's a really good thing to look for. And so this is sort of related to independence, but we can also look at independence as this great theme of moving from being enslaved to being free, right? And so in marriages or in relationships, we look for that. When we look at sci-fi, we look at groups of people who are being enslaved by other people and are looking for that independence, right? And so we can do self-sufficiency, we can do group independence. I mean, July 4th, the United States spends a lot of time talking about its fight for independence to become the first post-colonial nation in the colonial era, and then started colonizing everybody else. But that's a different side story. But independence, right? So how does a person claim their independence? They have to come from a place of lack. Just like in any story, everything comes from a place of lack if you're having someone move from one state to another. So with that, I'm going to let you guys have a great writing day. And I hope that everything is going well for you and that you're meeting your NaNoWriMo writing goals. That's 1,660 some odd words a day on average to get you to where you're going. So I hope everything is going well, and I will see you in the next video.